Hey guys, my name is Austin Hemphill. I'm doing my presentation on the movie National Treasure. The movie was released on November 19th, 2004. So it's been around for quite a while. So I'm sure most of you have seen it. But I'm just going to jump right in and do a quick summary. Um, the main character, his name is Ben Gates. He's a treasure hunter, and the movie starts off with him and a fellow treasure hunter, Ian Howe, and they're searching for this treasure that's been hidden since basically the formation of the United States um, by a group called the Freemasons. Um, Near the beginning of the movie, Ben's partner Ian double crosses him and nearly kills him, and Ben, from then on, Ben has to continue the search for the treasure, and it basically becomes like a race to get to the treasure first. Um, After making their way through several clues, they learn that the key to finding the treasure is actually found on the back of the Declaration of Independence. It's like an invisible map, and so at this point they kind of run into the first ethical dilemma there, because clearly they can't just walk in and grab the Declaration of Independence. So um, Ian plans on stealing it. Little character development. The protagonist is obviously Ben Gates. He kind of grew up. His grandpa would tell him stories about the Freemasons and this amazing treasure, and it got him really excited and obsessed with the treasure. And he ended up being like a history buff, and was a bit of a code breaker. The antagonist is Ian. He's another treasure hunter, and he was a friend of Ben for a long time, but then he crosses him, and several times in the movie he shoots at him and tries to kill him. And he really only cares about the treasure. So here's a quick video clip of from the movie.
You know, that really is a nice collection. Must have taken you a long time to hunt down all that history.
If it's any consolation, you had me convinced.
It's not.
I was thinking, what if we go public, plaster the story all over the internet? It's not like we have our reputations to worry about. Although, I don't think that's exactly going to scare Ian away.
180 years of searching, and I'm 3 feet away. Of all the words written here about freedom, there's a line that's at the heart of all the others. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and provide new guards for their future security. People don't talk that way anymore.
Beautiful. Huh. No idea what you said.
It means if there's something wrong, those who have the ability to take action have the responsibility to take action. I'm gonna steal it.
What?
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Ben?
So that clip really presents the ethical issue, one of the biggest ethical issues that we found in the movie, and that's that they, as you see at the end, Ben says that he's going to steal the Declaration of Independence, which obviously is an ethical issue because it's against the law, and it's a very important document, so it's a huge part of our history, and that's clearly not going to be good. So one of the ethical issues that you can see in there is the standard of law. It goes against standard of law because which is basically rules of behavior governed by law, is what that means. So it's it's unethical because it goes against the laws set up by the United States. Another ethical issue that we go to is principle of rights, which means that actions are considered moral or immoral based on how they affect the rights of others. So Ian obviously is not acting in not considering the rights of others, and so by definition, that would be an immoral act that he is committing. And at the same time, so would Ben, because he's also attempting to steal the Declaration of Independence. Next, we go into the egoism principle, and clearly this is demonstrated by Ian. The egoism principle is basically just the right choice is the choice that benefits themselves. So Ian, the only reason he's stealing the Declaration of Independence is because he wants the money and the treasure. He wants to find the treasure and get the money and basically become rich. On the other side, Ben, he represents the utility principle, where the right choice is the choice that benefits the most people, and he still wants to steal the Declaration of Independence. You can argue that it's okay because he's trying to do it to stop Ian from stealing it, but it's still theft. It's still against the law. But the reasons he's doing it isn't for himself. He's a history buff, and so he wants the treasure to be in a museum so that the whole world can enjoy it. So he's not really in it for the money or for himself. It's all for everyone else. And so there's a little justification there for his actions. In conclusion, the movie Ben ends up, he does steal the Declaration of Independence, and he gets to the treasure before Ian. And so he is able to return the Declaration of Independence safely, and Ian goes to jail, and the treasure ends up in a museum. So it's a happy ending. And then finally, just a quick review, we see that I think the movie really outlines the differences between egoism and utility principle really well in the main characters. So Ian and Ben, it's like a perfect example of egoism and utilitarian. And then we get to see an example of ethics, like when they're applied to the law, and how sometimes you can argue that an action is ethical even though it's against the law. So thank you for listening.